You're now in the mix with the world famous DJ ZThaOne.
Information Systems in Our Business by Doug Manning, Desiree Spindler, Caitlin Sweeney, and Jonathan Zarumba. The beginning of DJ ZThaOne. We used information systems in many ways when starting up our company DJ ZThaOne. Internet marketing was used to market our product online. We used online scheduling to make sure we had no conflicting dates. We needed to get people to use DJ ZThaOne, so of course we used online advertising. Lastly, it was easier to network our clients, venues, bar nightclub owners online.
Equipment that we use to start up the business is Serato Scratch Live DJ software built into a Rane TTM 57SL mixer. The use of this is to control sound, effects, and input-outputs from MIDI to speakers. Serato Scratch Live combined with Rane hardware is the ultimate solution for professional DJs, giving you the freedom to take your whole music library on the road and equipping the DJ with advanced features that add extra creativity to the business is a great plus. The system replicates traditional old school DJing with the real feel, usability, and performance. Sound quality is all digitized, so it allows for technology to take a big factor. Next is Ableton Live software. The use for this is it connects with Serato Scratch Live to do live and produced remixes of songs. The Ableton software is a complete studio which gives features plus sound and different effects. The studio contains different instruments, samplers, electronic and acoustic drums, and different types of instruments to make the remix sound professional and realistic. The price for this is around $700. Serato Itch Newmark V7 turntable MIDI controllers are used for scratching, sound effects, and to control the digital playback of music. These controllers replicate old school turntables with new and advanced technological improvements. The price for one of these, or a pair of these, is either $700 for a single one, or you can get both of them for around $1,100. Equipment also needed would be a laptop computer with internet connection. The price range for these varies depending on which company you'd use. Microsoft Office, which is useful for all sorts of different projects. Photoshop, which is used for more of the design features like making flyers, images, or for other promotional purposes.
Some of the information systems applications that would be useful to our business are enterprise systems, which we would use for the storage and transfer of any data that we may be using, customer relationship management, which would help us to build strong ties with our customers that are supporting our business, knowledge management, which would help to arrange, identify, create, represent, distribute, and enable adaptation of insights and experiences into our business. E-commerce, which could be used to buy and sell things on the internet, things that we may need like any kind of sound equipment or mixes or even booking event dates. We'd also use decision support systems to help support us through any tough business decision making that we may have to do. And we would use executive support systems, which would assist us with reports on billing, costs, accounting, staffing, scheduling, and more. Some of the uses of the internet for our business would be for finding equipment, because equipment can be very expensive and hard to find, so the internet is a perfect tool for doing so. It's also helpful for researching, because using this equipment is not simple, so having the internet on your side to help you research is very helpful. It's also useful for finding other DJs for networking purposes, because having friends in any business could help out a lot and give you a lot of tips and insight that would help you in a multitude of ways in your business. We'd also be able to find jobs at various venues using the internet, because jobs aren't always easy to come by because there's a lot of competition in this business. And it'd also be useful for creating advertisements to get people to show up at any of our venues. Okay. Also, we would use the internet for finding investors or anyone that we would need to help us out with our business. It's useful for scheduling dates because we don't want to have any scheduling conflicts that could cost us money. It's also useful for creating your own websites to get your name out there and make your brand known. It's also useful for monetary transactions between you and the venues that you're working.
The issues of security and control: vandalism, unauthorized access, hacking, errors, spoofing, denial of service attacks, theft and fraud, hardware and software failure, viruses and worms, and sniffers. Issues regarding security and control: a functioning online business has to be aware of attacks to our site. Some of the vulnerabilities: hackers are capable of stealing our files. Cyber vandalism is the destruction of our website. Spoofing and sniffers are criminal intentions. They can redirect our site and make us possible of losing business without knowledge. Service attack is when numerous computers overwhelm our site, making us inaccessible. And identity theft is an impersonation of our business and site without viewers' knowledge. Having our business online leaves us open for abusive attacks. How to remain a secure and controlled business. There are ways to keep your business secure and in control. Security gives us policies and procedures to prevent unauthorized access, damage, and theft. Controls are a method of organization in order to ensure safety of our assets online. Steps of security and control is to make access authorized on our site, knowing who has access to our page, backing up our hardware and software, keeps our files safe at all times, developing a sniffer in a legitimate, useful way. This is helpful to allow us to eavesdrop on our information traveling over the network through a program. And developing security policies and plans. A few more would be to choose a secure technology to use in our business, select security procedures, and educate all employees of controls.
If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, you should come and check us out at these two sites.
Daydor.com/DJZThaOne
and djfirm/mis110 at blogspot.com.
This is the end of our presentation. Notice that ZThaOne is an established business which has been experienced and has performed in many different states. Some states included are Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, and Virginia. ZThaOne plans to continue to hand out its services to many worldwide in the future. Hopefully, we can make technological improvements and use information systems to help push us into the future and outdo all competitors in our realm.